Good afternoon, friends. Today we are going to start chapter 8 of our Elements Mathematics, that is application of derivatives. In the last chapter, you understood what is derivative or differentiation. Differentiation is the process to find derivative. Differentiation is the process to find derivative. And what is derivative? Derivative is the limit of increment in the function corresponding to a small increment as this increment tends to 0, means on very less increase in the increment of the function, how does the function changes? You have studied this formula as such that let us assume y is any function f of x. Now if we want to find f dash x, what is f dash x? F dash x is derivative of the function f of x. It is limit h approaches to 0, means the how has h changed? H has changed such that the value is very near to 0. So you can say that 0.0001 like that. Okay, that is f of x plus h minus f of x upon h. It is the formula to find f of x. It is our derivative. Now in this chapter, application of derivatives, we will understand about where is derivative used. Okay, first of all, it is used in rate of change of quantities. What is rate of change of quantities? Whenever any variable y, say we can take any variable y, varies with another variable x, that y that changes according to x, means as x changes, our value of y will also change. According to the rule that we can say f of y is a function of x. Now we have any function of y, and in that function we will put values of x, and as we put different values of x, we will get different values of y. It is our function. Then dy by dx, what is dy by dx? It is our differentiation. It may be considered as the rate of change of y. What is it? It is rate of change of y with respect to x. That how fast y changes when x changes with a constant rate, you can say. means if we are given a function f, y is equal to f of x, then in y is equal to f of x we will have some values, and in that values we will put values of x, and according to the values of x what we will get in y, that will be our differentiation, that will be our dy by dx. Now you consider it that x and y, x is another function, y is another function, they are changing according to some parameter t, means they are changing with respect to t, and you need to find dy by dt. Then how will you find it? You will find it by, first you will find dy by dx, means rate at by which y changes with respect to x multiplied by rate of x as it changes by parameter t. Now you can see here it is chain rule, it is chain rule which you applied in the previous chapter. Okay, and this formula is very important for our first exercise, because in every question you will require to use it. Understood? Now you can take an example. What is velocity? Velocity is rate of change of distance with respect to time, that is ds by dt, where s is our distance and t is our time. It is our velocity, rate of change of distance with respect to time. And what is acceleration? Acceleration, it is rate of change of velocity, means dv by dt, rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Here v is our velocity and t is our time, but you can see here that velocity is ds by dt, so in place of this v we can use ds by dt, that is d by dt of ds by dt. What will be here? Here we get as d square s by dt square. Now it means acceleration is double derivative of distance upon time, means acceleration we will get by doing double differentiation of distance. Now you can understand again. Velocity is ds by dt, acceleration is dv by dt, but v is ds by dt, so we can replace the value of v by ds by dt, and then we will get d square s by dt square. That means we have to do double derivative to get acceleration with respect to distance. Understood? Now here are some examples. First is marginal cost. What is marginal cost? It is dc by dx. It is rate of change of cost per unit quantity. You can say that c is, we have used two variables c and x here. Here c is cost of producing x units of quantity. It means we have to produce something, say x units of something we have to produce, and it costs c rupees. Then dc by dx will be our marginal cost. Understood? Now next is marginal revenue. Marginal that is dr by dx. Revenue is tax. So means if you are going to sell something, say x units you sold in the market and the revenue you got, means you are applying some, you are charging some greater than the produced. You can say that X units you have produced, it cost C rupees, and you took and you are charging to customer C plus Y rupees, then Y will be our revenue tax. So, and our dy by dx will be marginal revenue. Understood? Now we can understand this topic by taking some of examples. So our first example is, for the curve y is equal to 5x minus 2x cube. It is our function y is equal to 5x minus 2x cube. If x increases at the rate of 2 units per second means it is changing with respect to time, so you can say dx by dt, that is 2 units, or you can say just 2, dx by dt is 2. And then how fast is the slope of curve changing when x is equal to 3? Now slope of curve, what is slope of curve? Slope of curve is the single time differentiation of our function. So first of all we will find slope of the curve. The curve is y is equal to 5x minus 2x cube, that will be d by dx of 5x minus 2x cube. Okay, now if we will differentiate it, in differentiation what is there, that the power of variable decreases by 1. Okay, so here what we will get 5, because power of x is 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0, so we will get just 5, and x power 0 means something raised to power 0 means 1. Now and here its power is 3, the power comes in front means 2 into 3 x, and the power reduces by 1, so it will be 3 minus 1. So we will get here as 5 minus 6x square. So this is the slope of curve. So we can say this as S. Understood till here? Now what we do is, we have to find rate of change of slope of curve. Means what we have to do? We have to find rate of change of slope of curve. What it will be? It will be d by dt of s. What is s here? S is the slope of curve, that is d by dt of dy by dx. You understand till here? Now what will be our next step? Then we have to do differentiation of d by dt. What is our dy by dx? Our dy by dx we have found here, that is 5 minus 6x square. So we put the value of s here, that is 5 minus 6x square. Now in this 5 is a constant, and the differentiation of constant is always 0. So 0 minus 6, power of x is 2, it will come in front, and the power of x decreases by 1, into differentiation of x with respect to time, because the slope is changing with respect to time, and we have to differentiate x with respect to time. Understood till here? So what we will get here is minus 12x into dx by dt. Now look here, dx by dt is given to us, that is 2 units per. What was that? X increases at the rate of 2 units per second, means dx by dt is given to us as 2, and they have asked that how fast is the slope of curve changing when value of x is 3, means they have given the value of dx by dt and value of x, and then we have to find rate of change of curve. So what rate of change of curve will be? So next step we get is minus 12. Value of x is 3 into dx by dt given to us as 2. Then this becomes minus 72 units per second. Now why minus sign is there? If minus sign is given there, then that means the slope of curve is decreasing, and if no minus sign is there, then the slope of curve is increasing. So what you will write here means at the given value of dx by dt and x, the slope of curve is decreasing at the rate of 72 units per second. Now here you will not use minus sign, because the minus sign used here is for decreasing. Okay, so here this is just a magnitude, only a number, no sign will be used there. Do you understand this question? If not, you can repeat the video and understand it. Now we are moving to our next example, that is a man 2 meters tall, means it is our second example. Height of man given to us as 2 meters, walks at a uniform speed of 5 km per hour. Speed of man is 5 km per hour, moving away from a lamp post 6 meters high. Height of lamp post given to us is of 6 meters. Okay, now we have to find the rate at which the length of his shadow increases. Now you can consider it as, it is our lamp post, say A, B, that is 6 meters high, and it is our man, say PQ, that is 2 meters tall. Now how his shadow will be formed is from this point to this. So this from point P to say point R, it will be our length of shadow. Assume this distance as S. Now we can assume this distance as L, that how fast is he moving away from the length. Now you can see that two triangles are formed here. First triangle is ABR, this complete triangle, and triangle PQR. Now you can see here is these both triangles are similar. How they are similar? This angle is equal to this angle, and this angle is common in both. So now you can write here as angle BAR is equal to angle QPR. Also angle ARB is equal to angle PRQ. Now if two angles of a triangle of two triangles are equal, then the third is also same, and that is, then we will get angle ABR is equal to angle PQR. So from here what we get is triangle ABR is similar to triangle PQR. Now if the triangles are similar, then the ratios of their sides are also same, and the angles are equal. Now you can see here, so value of AB and PQ are given to us, and we need to find out L and S here. So what we will do is AB by PQ, it will be equal to AR by PR. that will be equal to AR by PR. AB is equal to, given to us as 6, PQ is 2, and now you can look here. AR we can write as AP and PR. Now AP plus PR, and AP value is L and PR value is S. So AR will be L plus S divided by, and what is PR here? And our PR is S. Now what we get is 3. So we will get 3 is equal to L plus S by S. Now we take S this side, so we get 3S is equal to L plus S. From here we get 2S is equal to L. So now we will differentiate S and L with respect to time. So what we will get here is 2 ds by dt is equal to dl by dt. Now look here, as the person is going away from the lamp post with the speed of 5 km per hour, means change of L will be equal to 5. So dl by dt will get here as 5. So ds by dt is equal to dl by dt is given to us as 5. So ds by dt is equal to 5 by 2, that is 2.5 km per hour. As the unit given is in kilometer and hour, we will use the same. What is ds by dt is change of shadow. As he will move here, his shadow will increase and the rate will be equal to 2.5 km per hour. Understood? Now you can look here, we have used the same formula that we were talking about, that if we want to find dy by dt, then what we will do? We will do dy by dx into dx by dt. It is our chain rule which will be used in every question of this exercise, and we have used here. Here our y is S and our x is L. This term we were known. This term was given to us in the question, and we found out it, and we got the value of dy by dt. Understood? I hope you understood it. Thank you.